beat the rebels at least, which gets rid of them, so that's one less annoying pop-up thingy to deal with. My son will marry the Manda princess, which is fine. I'll kill those idiots. Praxter died against some other guy. Yeah, Praxter died against Willem Stark, so yeah. Which would have been that battle there. And I've got the 19k guys over here. Alright, let's check out the commanders for a second, because I'm going to need to replace a few, I think. Yeah, 3. Dagon. Willis. I've got spare Starks, alright? There's plenty of Starks to spare. It's fine. The king and his son are gonna go try again to take this. Yeah, we surrender under these terms. It's still stuck at 99%, which I find stupid as fuck, but yeah, he surrendered, so I'll take it. There you go. Which puts the Crown Lands fully under our control. Or the Dusk Lands, should I say. Yep, well, that puts that fully under control. The rest of it's just basically securing the rest of Dawn and everything, which is easily done, and then the rest of the Westerlands. And then lastly is going beyond the wall to secure the rest of the north. But what we'll probably do is skip ahead to securing the north, because I can't be bothered showing you guys slowly picking off all of these. They're basically exact copy and pastes of what we just did there. Only even easier, because it's the Dusklands Kingdom was like the last remaining sizable-ish kingdom left. The rest of them, the Westlands is all split up into tiny little kingdoms. I mean, all of these are individual countries. They're not even kingdoms. They're just all separate. Castle Rock is not even in command of the Lannisters anymore. It's like conquered by the Rains and everything. And in fact, there's only one Lannister left. So yeah, what the fuck? Okay, there's only one Lannister left. She is immortal. She is the immortal Lannister. That's the reason she's alive. Right, she is the Lannister prophet, and immortal, the immortal Lannister, the immortal lion. But yeah, the Lannister lion's dead, I suppose. It's just that one immortal 268-year-old Lannister. Anyway, we'll skip ahead to when either Vaegon will lead the charge, or I'll skip ahead to with Aegon leading it and his conquest of Beyond the Wall, and then that will bring all of Westeros united under one banner. Fun fact: the Lannister girl is not the only immortal. This one is 321 years old. The reason is the little dragon trait thing that's keeping them alive, apparently. There is a lot of dragons. A lot of dragons. Still going. A lot of dragons. Oh, wait. This one is a left-handed dragon. Ooh, it's special. That's a left-handed dragon. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are a few years later, and a few very one-sided conflicts later. All of Westeros has been united underneath High King Vaegon, the White Wolf of Westeros. The only place left is Beyond the Wall, which has unified while I was fighting the individual little countries that kept resisting. Bastards. I've got my brother, no, my son, my second son, Daemon Stark, in charge of the Westerlands. It's easier if I go like this. There you go. In charge of the Westerlands. And then I've got my other son, my third son, in charge of Pike, because all of the Greyjoys are dead, apparently. Yeah, no living Greyjoys left. So I gave Pike to the Starks. And then we've got my nephew, who's in charge of the Reach, and Lord Paramount of the Reach. And the Dondarrions in charge of the Stormlands. And my son-in-law, Lord Ulla, or Prince Ulla, whatever, is in charge of Dawn. And not that bit of Dawn, apparently. The Blackwater is in charge of House Merrily. The Darklands have bent the knee since the war there, and they're still in charge of the Shadowlands. The Drakes are in charge of the Riverlands. Pentos is in charge of some Dragonstone and Blackwater Bay, basically. The Trident is House Stark. Rivers and Hills is House Arryn, who are half Muds. The Vale is Arryn. And the Iron Isles is Hoar still. The next Flints. The Barrowlands is still the Barrow-Starks. I don't know where the Sunderlands are. I'm pretty sure they control... Yeah, yes. Sunder Stark is here, and there's 50 of them. But they still control that, basically. And all of this. Round the fingers, pretty much. The Grey Starks still rule around there. Moat Cailin is still ruled by the Woodfoots, since they usurped a while back. The Foresters still control the Wolfswood. The Umbers, the Dreadlands, the Karstarks, the Carhold. And the Sarkos is controlled by the Magnus. The last thing to do is to rally the forces and take Beyond the Wall, pretty much. Which we will do now. Essentially, I was going to play it as Aegon, but we've got to the point where, fuck it, already. I've got Brandon Stark as the future king after Aegon passes. And it's gone back to the non-Valyrian traits in the family, so... But yeah, we'll jump right into this conflict and basically beat the shit out of the wildlings beyond the wall, bring that into the kingdom, and then we've unified the entire fucking map. And we can call GG and end it there. Alright guys, war is declared, and we are going to summon every single one of our guys. So many fucking men, it's hard to keep track of where the hell half of them are gone. Yeah, group those guys up. There, we've got the guys at Storm's End to worry about. Which means we carry 2,200. 20 cousins. Grab these guys, can come up north as well. Immediately sail them over here. Up there, actually. May as well. Yeah. I think everyone has a roll. You got those 7,000 Stormlanders left, which is fine. Still got Dawn to deal with. Oozes straight onto the ships, which is good. Alright, what we'll do essentially is we'll skip ahead to when everything gets into position south of the wall. And we'll go from there, because I still have to rally all of the Essos forces, basically. Alright, everyone is on their way. These 500 are apparently about to get attacked, so we'll just disband those quick. But yeah, we'll gather up the troops around here. I have a load of guys sailing up into Long Lake. Yeah, this might take a while to rally everybody. I don't know whether or not they have, like, giants or anything like that. One sec. Heavy units. Light infantry. Many light infantry, like, yeah. Yeah, many light infantry. They don't have any specials, so mammoths or anything. Maybe they're just rarer. I don't know. The first battle of last half. Who's going to win? I think us, but I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, we won that. There you go. First victory secured. And then 15,000 men from Lisa showed up, so... yeah, whatever. Alright, Christ. So many fucking people are gonna start showing up. I got another 20,000 there as well. And then another 16,000 in Long Lake already. Alright, what's going on? 12,000 are about to attack 15,000 there. And then I got 20,000 there, 16,000 there. There's going to be a bunch of them sailing around the coast pretty soon. There you go, got more fucking shit there as well. Fucking 17,000 there. About to get 20,000. And I've got fucking... I have way too many men. The wildlings stand no chance. And I've still got the 18k from Winterfell as well, which will just come up here. Interestingly, I don't know if they can go from there to... yeah, they can. They can land there. They just have to go from that to that point first and then go across wherever they want. Still on the 28th. Yeah, there you go, 28th. That's 18,000, and then they've got reinforcements coming, which arrive on the 18th of October, so I'm pretty sure that's secured. I don't think I'll even need to send reinforcements, to be honest. They do have... no, I thought they had special units, but they didn't. Yeah, we've beaten the crap out of that, that's fine. Yeah, and then their reinforcement shows up, and they're already lost by the time, so... right, they're about to go there. So, we get this 16,000. Get them to land there. That's 11,000 there, so if we get that, and then the 18,000 there. Actually, it's probably just better for 11k to guard that for now. And the 14k there, those guys are there. I kind of want an extra 1,000 or 2 men over there. That, and then we've got a region there, region there, region there. Have another guy there, and then guys there, and we've got dudes there, and get guys there. Basically, we'll have a decent-sized force in all of the bordering regions of the wall, pretty much. And then hope that the wildlings don't have ships. Yeah, because they're going to arrive in February, and then December, and then he's going to have the 18k behind them on December as well, so that gives plenty of time for the reinforcements to show up if needed. Should have even the odds out a little bit there. It takes them ages to move from the wall to everybody else. Yeah, now they're 19,000, just a little under what we want. Greenwood, are you going to be a bitch and like start not leading that army, because I can't really afford that. In fact, I'm going to quick save just in case shit goes bad. Alright, last turf is about to land there, so when we land the 18k troops there, you can just sail there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And then I just have to wait for February. At which point we have these chaps able to move in and help out. Ew, he's losing troops to attrition, that's not good. I did not take that into account. And we immediately start moving them in. It is 16k versus that much. And, ooh, they have... Why am I suffering from a river crossing? Or they're suffering from a river crossing, right? Wait, what? That's not right. Why am I getting a river crossing? Am I getting a river crossing penalty? No, surely not. Yeah, Hills is on my side. I don't know what the fuck's... I'm hoping that's not screwed up or something stupid. No. I think I think they've got a river crossing, and then it's on my side, so it should be fine. I hope. Okay, so now that's gone. All right, fair enough. Yeah, we've destroyed them. That's fine. Do we need my reinforcements to arrive? Probably not, to be fair. There you go, Battle of Burley's done. So you guys can stay behind, and 16,000 can stay there. And that's you there. And then we've got another fight here against 7,000. So then we change quickly, stick Vagon in charge. Stick our best in charge of them. There you go. We've got 16k there, 10k there, 13k, 12k, 17k, 10k. And what we're going to do is grab some troops from here. Move them over so they join up with them. And we've got like fucking. I'm just gonna keep the. I don't really need them, but I'll keep 40k in Long Lake just in case as backup. And we've got another 40k down there. 22k are gonna come up and sail over here. Yeah. Split the armies in half. Start raiding the shores. While all their men are all down at the wall. I can't get past the impenetrable defenses that I've set up. I just have to keep an eye on them. Yes, it takes ages to move around beyond the wall, and I'm losing a lot to attrition. But it's lost so much that I can't even actually take that region there. Look, I've lost so much to attrition that apparently I can't fight the garrison of fucking wildlings. Ridiculous that that is actually, you know, happened. It's going to happen there as well soon. Jesus Christ. Okay, that should not happen. I mean, I'm fine with the, you know, armies losing so many men beyond the wall. Fine, but it should definitely be easier to take wildling garrisons. They should not have 4,000 men or 6,000 men. They should have half of that number, easily half. It's gonna happen to those guys up there as well. There's no point in me landing beyond the wall. It's just a clusterfuck. Yeah, there's no point in me landing there. There's no point in me focusing on all of these regions. Back to the ships, you idiots. There's no point in it. It's completely worthless. Yep, there's no point in that. Alright, we may as well focus entirely on attacking single regions one at a time. If the attrition is so bad and the garrison's actually viable, I may as well focus on one individual region. Still do the strike attacks, but just focus on one region rather than all of them, because I've lost so many men there and couldn't take half of the places because the garrisons were too large. Ah, fucking hell! Why? Who made this? I don't know what patch CK2 did where I had to actually select generals, but I missed not having to put commanders, and I could just place as many fucking commanders as I wanted. All right, fuck it. We're just gonna do an all-out assault on the wildling hold. Back to the ships. Just have to keep an eye on these guys, basically. Alright, fucking Vagon. I'm done with the commanders. The commanders just constantly keep changing by themselves, which is irritating. So I'm just going to... Alright, well, tad bit anticlimactic, but we've just, you know, we've beaten the crap out of giant wildling armies all along there. And I'm in no rush to send men into the north beyond the wall, because you saw the attrition. around here, right? Imagine that, but actually moving people all the way through here. I would lose half of my army just getting to the wall, yet alone beyond it. So, yeah, we'll call that there, GG. Kingdom subjugation, and I still have some prick rebelling beyond the wall, but we'll deal with that off camera because it's just going to be basically sending this guy in there to lose a shitload to attrition. So yeah, we'll deal with that, and that's all of Westeros United basically. Yeah, actually, once we control the lands beyond the wall, the supply limits are a lot better. So I'm not actually losing nearly as much to attrition. So dealing with these rebels is going to be even easier than anticipated. So yeah, we'll kill them off camera quick. Doesn't matter about attrition now, so I can actually field supply limits are a lot higher than they were before. They're still a bit crap, but I can actually, you know, it's not neutering me quite as much. So yeah, we'll skip forward a bit and end the series basically. Alright guys, that is every single region of Westeros controlled by the Starks of Winterfell. Basically, we have everything. I've cleaned up the borders a little, so the beyond the walls all under the control of the Stagwoods, apparently. The Night's Watch I have given to my son, Baelor, who's now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and we've re-established that order. So he's the first sworn brother of the Watch in many years, I think, since the Night's Watch fell a long time ago. But yeah, my brother's sworn to take the Black. Not my brother, sorry, my third son. Well, my other son's controlling Pike, and my second son is the Lord Paramount of the Westerlands, and my first son stands to inherit all of the kingdom, basically. I think my son Baelor actually gave up his wife because he was married at some point. But yep, that's the north secured. Wolfswood, Card, all those things are stayed as their independent sort of petty kingdoms, and then we are the High King. The Trident and the Riverlands are sort of split up into individuals. I'm not too bothered about them, to be honest. The Westerlands under control of my son. The Reach, the Iron Isles, sorry, is controlled by the Hoars. The Reach by my son. Dawn by the Ullers, who is my son-in-law, married to my daughter. The Stormlands by the Dondorians. By the Dondorians, there we go. Dusklands by the Darklands, and all these guys by the Blackwater, by the Mallories, or whatever the hell. The Arryns in the Vale still. Bravos and Laura should both still controlled by them. Pentos by everybody else, and Lys still controls all of this around the disputed bays. And we've got the Pirate Kingdoms as well, which are just controlled by the Jarrows. But that's essentially it. We have taken every region on the map. Every region on the map. Which means the Starks control everything, and religion-wise, the Old Gods have spread all throughout here. All of it's Old God still. Old God. Starting to bleed into the Vale, very much so. All of the North is Old God. The gods beyond the wall will slowly become Old God as well. We are starting to slowly get some Old Gods in Essos as well, I think, but they're fighting against R'hllor and Valerian as well. And you got Old Gods in the Vale, Dawn, sorry, and the Reach, and weirdly the Mother down there, oddly enough. And some of the Seven, but we're slowly but surely getting rid of the Seven, which is, last bastions of it is in the Darklands territory, and some in the Vale still as well. But the rest is all Old Gods. And the Drowned Gods still around, I suppose, but they're sort of Old Godish as well. Cultures are basically the same as they've always been. Economy. Good lordships. The kingdoms are slowly getting rid of the old kingdoms. That's now part of the Kingdom of Westeros in 6 out of 100 years. So, defensive pacts, governments, trade zones, direct vassals, opinions. Everyone likes me basically, and revolt chances all in the green. So yeah, that's basically it. There's not much else to say really. King Vagon will go down in the histories, and we have. Wait a minute. Let's go. We've played from Theon the Hungry Wolf, all through Brandon, Willem the Gouty, Theon the Great, Willem the Wise, Eddard II, Roderick the Resilient, Torren II, Brandon the Brave, Theon the Patient, Domric the Dragon, who conquered Essos, Christopher the True, who was his son, Joseph the Just, and then Vagon the White Wolf. And then it will be Aegon the First of Westeros. And then Brandon as well. So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, that's it with 367 Starks. We have God knows how many branches of the fuckers, and just they're all over the fucking place. So, counting all the Starks could be... I have no idea where half of them are, really. I know where my direct ones are, for, like, you know, my nephews in the Reach and everything, and... a couple over here. There's one branch from, like, way back at the beginning of ever that was granted by Theon the Hungry Wolf that's controlled this region for years, ever since the Poles had died. Like, Theon the Great held that land, and then it was granted to Brandon, and it's gone through generations of Starks until today still, and it's still going strong. So, yeah. We've got fucking Starks everywhere, and we've got more Starks there as well, and we've still got these Starks in this Stout Barrow as well. From, like, Theon the fucking Hungry Wolf days, kind of thing. Yep, too many Starks to freaking count. And we'll end the series here. That's basically it. GG. We've won. We've taken everything. There's nothing else to do. What I'll do now is update the mod, because this is using a fairly older version of the mod. And update some other mods as well, because my Crusader Kings 2 has been updated for ages. And we'll do another series on a more updated version. I don't know exactly what that's going to be yet, but it will be something. So yeah, guys, I thank you for watching. That is all for now. Soul out. Check out the links in the bottom left, videos in the top right. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, share, all that bollocks. And don't forget to click that stupid little bell thing that notifies you of all my crap. Alternatively, follow me on Twitter, Discord, where I'll post whenever a video is uploaded. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.